وَإِن نَّشَأْ نُغْرِقْهُمْ فَلَا صَرِيخَ لَهُمْ وَلَا هُمْ يُنقَذُونَ.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري. Another of Allah's signs is highlighted in ayats 43 to 44 of Surah Ya-Sin, where it is mentioned, "And if we intend, we drown them." Allah may literally drown anyone if He wants to. The unsinkable ship Titanic sank, yet small boats with faults still managed to weather the rough seas and reach ashore to their destination. The example of water throughout the Quran is given as a means of destruction or a savior. When Musa alayhi salam and his followers were trapped at the edge of the Red Sea with the Pharaoh's army behind them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opened the Red Sea, allowing them a safe passage, enabling them to escape and at the same time make it a means of destruction for the Pharaoh and his entire army. The water given to Musa alayhi salam under the tree by the women tending to their animals in Madian was a source of life for him alayhi salam, as he was extremely weak and was progressing to a near-death experience. Yunus alayhi salam's punishment inside the belly of the whale could have been fatal, but by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's decree, he alayhi salam was allowed to be delivered to the shore. In Surah Kahf, it was the sheer arrogance, pride and heedlessness of the farmer who had more wealth than his neighbor friend that led to his farm's destruction by water. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks us in ayats 63 to 64 of Surah Al-An'am, "Who delivers you from the layers of the darkness of the land and the sea, that when in trouble you supplicate Him, and after being rescued from an adversity or distress, you associate partners with Him?" These layers of darkness are many and are impactful at many different levels as well, in many different situations. We may choose to drown ourselves in the sorrows of the Hayat al-Dunya, the life of the world, or choose to remain grateful and swim ashore from the belly of the whale we put ourselves into. Allah through this sign is telling us when man has wealth and abundance, he must be extremely grateful. Wealth and children are blessings, but also our greatest trials. As we often tend to forget Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and become heedless in those moments, pride overtakes us, and we start believing that all this glory is due to our own efforts. In fact, we become arrogant and are not even mindful of the plight of those around us. My understanding of this ayat is that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cites two examples, He often relates to them in the opposite to maintain His mizan, balance. The giving of abundance of wealth leads to pride, which enables us to make it our false god, and that is in total contradiction to Tauheed, belief in the oneness of Allah. The example of pride and haughtiness of this kind is well demonstrated in ayats 46 to 47 of Surah Ya-Sin itself, when people start mocking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that why should they be distributing their wealth with others? Why should they feed the poor when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can feed them Himself? They don't realize that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not need anyone to feed His creation. He can easily do that Himself by any means necessary. Imagine how millions of birds who do not even have a fixed place to stay. These creatures have no provisions, yet they fly every day in search for food for themselves and their children. They return back with some sustenance from their Lord, who provides for them day in and day out. Can we not learn from this example of the birds and their immense tawakkul, trust in Allah, that they have been given wings to fly and they make use of them and search for their food on a daily basis? Do such people not realize that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us the opportunity to feed the poor, He subhanahu wa ta'ala is in fact granting us, our loved ones, and our rizq, a means of barakah, so that we can all grow in abundance in ways we cannot even imagine, as the blessings for such acts can be ajrun kabir? In contrast, the grave trial of taking away of a child often leads to unforgiveness of Allah as well as unforgiveness of our own selves. It slowly starts brewing and manifests into a test of our tawakkul when we stop trusting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that whatever He does decree is for our best interest. And this again is in direct contradiction with Tauheed. Both are opposite scenarios, but both arrive to the core and fundamental principle to live by, which is Tauheed. Being devoid of Tauheed is having no Iman at all. The mention of food, water, grapes and date palms in ayats 34 to 35, the ease of travel by sea and other means of transport in ayats 41 to 42, and the benefits derived from cattle in ayats 71 to 73 of Surah Ya-Sin are signs of blessings Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He gives these reminders so that we can humble ourselves with shukr, gratitude. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds us that man may throw the seeds to make the crops grow, but we, Allah, then grow from it grain. Ayats 34 to 35 of Surah Ya-Sin highlight that it is indeed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who takes out the plant from the seeds, not man. The seeds we sow are the sincerity of our intentions, niyat with ikhlas, to do the right things. The constant zikr, the remembrance of Allah, is the date palm tree that keeps expanding. The strengthening of the roots of the palm tree is the condition of our iman when it is firm. Only then will Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to taste the sweetness of our efforts, which are the grapes. Mere knowledge is not sufficient. We need hikmah, wisdom, to guide us through our journey of shukr, which is the sprouting of the fountains. We should look as our shukr as behavior to gauge how pleased Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is with us. The reference to the travel by sea in ayats 41 to 42 of Surah Ya-Sin have many inner meanings, and through them Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has so beautifully shown us a sign of shukr. By referring to Noah's Ark, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us that He subhanahu wa ta'ala exists in His orbit and man in his own. The use of the word zurriyat in ayat number 41 refers to progeny or lineage. When people boarded Noah's Ark, it was the entire humanity which entered that vessel. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, by teaching Noah alayhi salam to make the first ship of transport and boarding all those who believed in him alayhi salam in it along with all pairs of animals of the time, He, subhanahu wa ta'ala, in fact saved all of us, our entire human race, for which we should be extremely grateful. Noah was not an engineer, and neither did he possess any knowledge on his own. He also did not have any tools to make a vessel of the size with the precision to withstand perhaps the greatest flood of all time. It was all Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's doing to inspire him alayhi salam to make the ark. Imagine how ships are so heavy, yet they remain afloat on the water. But pearls and corals are so light, yet they can only be found on the bed of the ocean. Allah has indeed blessed us with many means of transport on land and sea. When we are small, we are cradled into the arms of our mother and taken everywhere. Then, we are transported into a vessel similar to a Moses basket. After that, we progress onto being carried on the shoulders of a loved one like our father. As we grow older, Allah provides smaller animals like mules and donkeys, which are slow, so we do not fall from them. When we grow older, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enables us to ride horses and elephants, which are relatively more difficult to ride, a skill to be attained when we are older. This is the beautiful way in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala honors us in means of transport as we progress in life. Another beautiful way of honoring us is by not allowing our feet to touch the ground, as He subhanahu wa ta'ala transports us through a palki or a doli, which were used in olden days, or when brides are honored by being taken from their homes to the homes of their husbands. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala even honors our means of transport when we die by allowing us to be carried by other men who follow us to our burial site and give us a proper burial. A hadith reference mentioned in Musnad al-Firdaus by Aameen narrates that after death, the means of transport in the Hashar will be our sacrificed animals in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Another hadith reference is towards some angels who will put their wings on the ground so the feet of those people don't touch the ground, who are honored by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who study the Quran in their lifetime. There may be many other means of transport that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created for us, but we have yet to discover them. The day may not be far when man may be able to teleport by transferring his energy from one space to another as a means of transport in the future. The days of Star Trek may not be that far away. Allah highlights many uses of cattle in ayat 71 to 73 of Surah Ya-Sin and how He has subdued them for us. The use of the word zallalna in ayat 72 is the same as how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has subdued the earth for us by making it zalul, implying the inherent nature of them was not to be subjugated. They were not calm from any sense of the word. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, out of His mercy, has made them calm and obedient towards us. The cattle includes cows, horses, sheep, buffalo, etc. And they have multiple uses. Most of the meat can be consumed. Some we can ride and use as transport, whilst most of their skins can be used to make warm clothes or upholstery. Milk, cheese and butter can be extracted from some, and even their bones can be used to make bone broth, which is very good for our health. So why are we still so ungrateful? This Ramzan, as we open our iftar with gratitude, Let us ponder on the fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has provided the cattle to us as one of the biggest ne'mat, blessing. He subhanahu wa ta'ala has made us their owners so that we can sacrifice them in His name. To show gratitude when we ride them or when they are used to transport heavy objects for us from place to place. But what do we do in return? We oppress them, we beat them up, we treat them as our slaves and not living creatures. We do not allow them adequate rest or healthy feed. Instead, we inject hormones so they can give more milk and meat without being mindful of their health or ours. We sometimes slaughter them by brutal means. In doing so, we allow them to release their stress hormone into the meat we consume, making it unhealthy for us to consume. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us the Taufeeq to be gentle to our cattle and other animals as well. But how can we be gentle to them if we are not able to be gentle to our own selves? Salamun qawlun mir Rabbir Rahim. If you have liked this video, please share it with your loved ones and subscribe to my YouTube channel. May this message be a source of guidance and reflection. Aameen.